There are other utilities that are helpful as well for Novaria. So instead of over focusing onto that, maybe can use other utilities instead and let Kadita be the one shot person, and that's absolutely fine. But it looks like Yums is not going for the Kufra. Instead, he's going for the Cho. And so far in this tournament, he has played the Cho once with a win. So it's looking pretty good at jungle. It's not the first time that he does something like this. Even yesterday, when he played the Kufra, he does that as well. So he definitely knows how to be annoying in the jungle side of RSGMY. Wouldn't be surprised if he continues to do that, especially if he's playing the Cho. And did he manage to steal that? Probably not. He probably forced out the retribution, but hey, it is still like 1 minute into the game, so even if the retribution is forced out, it's okay. Unless you say that, oh, 5 seconds before the turtle comes out and you force out the retribution, then that is something else. Now we use all alone, Venogo comes in. Okay, Yoodo Giants onto Venogo. Venogo now being taken out. Although as tanky as it is, but he cannot withstand the wrath of Yoodo Red Giants, and not only Venogo, but Sakai's gets another 1 point as well. It's going to be an early double kill, and with this double kill, it will give them some level of lead. Bonzi tries to get one for himself. He's not level 4 yet, so the final slash is not ready. If only he had the final slash, then he could probably get that double kill. But yeah, I'm sure Yoodo Red Giants have anticipated that. Oh, goes in. Wow, Bonzi! Are you kidding me? Man, but then again, Skies is there to counter, so that is the decimate that we were looking for, or at least Yoodo Regice is looking for to secure that kill. Nice counter that coming by Skies. Is it a worthwhile trade? I don't know. That's arguable, right? That's arguable. So I'm not too sure about that. I mean, it feels kind of like a 50-50. But let's see who gets the turtle now. This will be huge of whoever can get it. And it's going to be Skies getting it again. Yums helping, going on to the back, buying time for his teammate to press the retribution just in time. And it goes to Yoodo Red Giants. Nicely done by Yums indeed, coming in the right timing. I mean, that is truly precision that we're talking about. And now, let's see. So Yums is still going to be annoying. He's just going to be around there, giving that mental damage, that emotional damage. And he's making his move on to the bottom lane. Now, Bonzi all alone. But is it going to be worthwhile for them to make that turret dive? Do they have enough damage? Probably not. Even if we can get the Wing of Dragon out, I'm not sure if we can tank the turret damage that much. So it's a little bit of a risk there. Start moving there. Instead, going to mid. Venogo is circling around. Wheel of Fortune, as what Cross would say. Of course, in the Basa on the top lane, just clear off the lanes. You can see the movement here from Yoodo Red Giants. As usual, it's going to be Yums controlling the map. So as far as we can see here, RSGMY, despite them having Venogo as a Baxia who is known for jungle invasions, they're not able to do that. But they're going to start it off right now with Bonzi taking out Yums. That is going to be the combo. That is going to be the warning towards Yums. Do not come into our jungle anymore. Now, Gorgeous 1v2, but because they expanded all their abilities, so it's probably still on cooldown. So Gorgeous is still alright as of now. However, we might see the next encounter happening in about 5 more seconds as Turtle comes out. We got Skies here at the forefront. He does have the retribution. Zac QT has arrived. And if we were to look at the current scenario, Yums is at the top lane though, so the turtle is wide open right now with Skies now being dished on damage. Still alright because the objective of RSGMY is to secure the turtle and not secure kills. So Yums came out, helped to get the top turret, taken out by Yoodo Red Giants. That's going to be the first turret that falls in this game after about 5 minutes. We can see Yums doing just Yums thing. He's just scouting around. As for the bottom lane, Bonzi besides the part where he went, oh, hang that thought for a second. So it's going to be Wing of the Dragon in the middle. It's going to be Skies with his mega kill. And looking for a trade here. But then again, you want to go all the way up to Skies. Let's not forget, he is anti-CC. It's not going to be easy to catch him. The full barrage will come down. And it's going to be a trade between the two teams. But No-Go will go down, as well as Skies. So they managed to find one back, but they're not done yet though. Yooms, okay, he has a dash. So it's going to be A-okay. The Astral Recall will not connect. Even if the Astral Recall connects, I'm not sure if there's enough damage to take it out with a one shot. So it's going to leave that as it is. Now, looking at Super Civ, pretty much all alone there. Oh no, Yooms with a half health. Okay, that is going to be enough damage to take him down. And that will be the end of it. So here we go. Vinogo now taking this advantage to go into the jungle. And it's time for them to really have map control against Yoodo Red Giants finally. Because for the most part, Yoodo Red Giants, they have had map control over RSGMY. So RSGMY, they must find a way to claw that back. But the goal difference is not that far. The level difference is not that far as well. So it's still possible for them. But now Yoodo Red Giants is going in. We see the orange buff. It will be taken by the side of Vinogo now. They will start the fight at the bottom. But after losing Lolius, unfortunately, RSGMY is not able to continue on the fight. And at the bottom, we see Yoodo Red Giants making that rotation to mid instead because the turtle is up. Now passing by the first turret in the middle, and we do have a Bonzi here. But look at this. This is more like a distraction. At the same time, you can see at the bottom lane, looks like Storm will be taken out. So it looks like RJMY loses one, but Bonzi trades it back to Gorgeous. It's going to be 1-for-1, but another one goes down. It's going to be Bonzi. At the same time, the turtle is taken by Yoodo Red Giants. So they bought time for their teammate. They bought time for Skies, and Skies secured it. Mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. Now in the middle, let's see. With Skies very, very confident at this moment, considering that he became the guy who completed the turtle mission. Yooms, as usual, tries to be as frontal, as front-facing as possible. Just like how a usual Cho would play. Now for the purple buff, yep, it's going to be pretty standard at this moment, I would say. Both teams kind of pushing back and forth, so they're trying to find an opening. Both Yoodo Red Giants as well as RSGMY waiting for each other to make a mistake. But at this moment, I must say that it has returned to kind of like a 50-50 map control. No one really dominates it, but Bonzi coming from the side, Final Slash comes in, almost getting on for himself, but his teammates is just too far away. There's just Izanami there, and Izanami is not able to dish out that much damage, so Final Slash, cool, but yeah, that's about it. Not enough damage there. Has to wait for the next opportunity to use his Spider Dash to do something sexy. But for Skies now, finding the opportunity to clear off the jungle. Yum sees Vinogo, they see each other, they say hi. Probably a high five, but yeah, but that distance, that's probably not gonna happen. If Vinogo comes back in, okay. The great escape so far for Stone. It's A-okay now. So a little bit of resets. And it looks like I have a partner.
All right, and I'll be joining right into the fray as well. Looks like now things spotted out. RGMY will have to find ways to actually snatch this from the hands of Yoodo Red Giants.
I mean, looking at the items, right? So Yoodo Red Giants, no Dom Eyes on their side, going a lot of defense. 3 Athena shields that we're talking about here. So I guess that's to deal with the Kadena. That's definitely number one. You want to avoid the one shot for Kadena. But now speaking about fights, he's going to come in. As Vinogo is super duper low. He's the only one there. Bonsky still healthy, but he will not be the main target. Zach Duty will be traded back. And look at the Astral Recall onto Gorgeous. Super low. He's the only one there. Bonsky. Yes, beautifully done by Izanami. Fully done indeed. From afar, Izanami, the Prince of Mage, can't miss a shot there.
That was a perfect shot right there, just to get that true. And RSGMY strikes right back. They will get themselves that mid turret and now takes back control. They are still right in the game.
Oh yeah, RSGMY, despite losing the Lord, but they got a couple of kills in hand, so that's okay. But now they need to defend against the Lord.
Yeah, and right now they will have to actually have a few members scattered down just to have a little bit more order to defend right down in the bottom. Should be very doable for the side of RSG, but pressure is piling on. YRG, they're also going for the invite, looking for Izanami.
Oh, here we go. It's going to be the 540 orange buff at the same time. The Lord is pushing at the bottom lane. Storm will go down. The turret goes down as well. So now without Storm, it is still defendable for RSGMY since that they don't have that one-shot burst damage capability that could come out of Storm. Interesting enough, the turret in the middle is still standing till now.
Yeah, but they will have to actually let some of it go while the rest of the Yoodo Red Giants are slowly getting that heavy rotation over the top side. The no-go. He's got to find a way to actually clear things out. Yusuke going for a way of Dragon. Finds one up in the air. And Civ and Gorgeous secures it for Yoodo Red Giants. And this is slowly sliding out of control for RSG.
Oh man, I mean RSG, it was a really tough 50-50 right until like some of the players got caught out, just like Storm, just like now Vinogo. I mean, they need to keep that composure because it's defensive time for RSG, and if Yoodo Red Giants can continue this pick-off, they can slowly take down the turrets and the objectives of RSGMY.
Indeed they will, and right now this is going to be a very risky attempt. There is Yumski going for the knock. They've already found Bornsky, and now popping on board. And Zach, he's just going to be slowly melting them down, and Bornsky, massive flicker in time, it survives to tell him.
Oh, that was a good engagement there by Yoodo Red Giants, despite not getting any kills, but they managed to put down their
hand. And this Derov is definitely putting on a little bit more of a tough hustle because this Novaria will not be able to join in to go in for a steal attempt. So it's really down to Stormzy as well as Vinogo right now. So there is a little bit of passage coming in from the side of RSG at the moment, but Yoodo Red Giants, they can use this Lord to just bait them into a fight and look for a pickoff.
I mean, look at the stats, right? It's swinging towards Yoodo Red Giants right now in terms of goal, in terms of experience, after pickoff. So now they have that little bit more advantage. But RSGMY, they know that they need to challenge for it. At the same time, Yumski goes onto the back line, and the fight is happening now. Full barrage will be called upon, but not in time. So a little bit caught out there, and unfortunately, Lolas will go down. At the same time, Gorgeous gets out the Storm. And they're not done yet as they take down Bonzi as well. And now the Lord is wide open for Yoodo Red Giants.
So swiftly called out by Yoodo Red Giants in order to just move past all these other members and just use this Lord as a trap. And there's just nothing much that RSG can do right now, that they are pretty much severely behind. Sekis does get another pick, and that will be all. And that is going to be the second Lord in a row for Yoodo Red Giants. And I think that this is just going to be a long game for them to stall things out. I'm wondering if they can actually pull out this Lord that will eventually advance on either inhibitors. And with all this wave crashing from all directions, they should have just about enough for them to still be able to salvage a little bit more before RSG goes in to find another opening room. And maybe if they do get a huge leeway, if Yoodo Red Giants make a giant dive right into the base, then maybe it will be a little bit risky for them. So RSGMY, they need to make that perfect call.
Yeah, speaking about giant dives, Yums, he got an immortality for himself, and now that means that he can dive into the base. Put a little bit more pressure to RCMY. At the same time, talking about pressure, the Lord has arrived, and the inhibitor turret at the top lane is down. The fight could happen anytime soon. As you can see here, Skies is in a position to go in. The final slash will be used. At the same time, the backline, look at Izanami. He's trying to get a snipe onto the backline to the exact QT, but not able to land a shot. Unfortunately, the Lord is still standing, putting pressure onto Lolias all alone, trying to bend him up, and the Lord will go down. At least the inhibitor turret in the middle is still standing.
We will still be able to at least hold on for the time being, but Yoodo Red Giants, they could just press on from the bomb side. They still have one more wave to deal with, and Yumski still got the immortality up. He would eventually find that opening pick to pounce if he can get his hands over on the carry. So this is definitely going to be a huge concern. There's still another minute to go for the turret lord to appear, and even so, Yoodo Red Giants have already have absolute control of their jungle. Will now give a little way until the waves crash in a little further.
And speaking about concerns now, the concern for RGMY is that they won't be able to get any buffs at all. So even the purple buff has been taken away, not to mention the orange buff. So without buffs, they still need to challenge for the Lord. Can they? Yes, because I don't think the gap is that far, but they need to be real careful, right? Like everything has to be on point. But it's going to be hard considering that Yums has the immortality, so his zoning capability increases because of that.
It definitely will be the case for now. Izanami will still have a little bit more to offer in terms of getting the astral blessing or astral column in order to actually get some vision down towards the side of the pit. And now Gorgeous will be able to at least start off with the ward. But this is only going to draw a little bit of attention from RGMY. Yoodo Red Giants, they can take advantage of this situation whenever they get more vision against RSG.
Okay, we can see Gorgeous starting it. He has the immortality, so he's A-okay for now. This guy's waiting for the right moment to pick up. But interestingly enough, Yums is at the top. But the thing about Yums is that he's not showing himself. So RGMY is not sure where he is. So without him in vision, they cannot go in, considering that Yums might be there to come out with a Way of a Dragon.
Yeah, no-go. Trying to seek out the perfect timing to actually push right in. There is still a huge wave that RGMY needs to deal with from the top end, where it has now evolved at 18 minutes. And Bonogo patiently seeking for that opportunity. UMC is just going to be waiting on the wings, and now Way of the Dragon will kick him right in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, full barrage being used by Lolias, but to no avail as the target is not there. Now the immortality will be popped out by Sakai's, but Sakai's taken down by Bonzi. They're looking for more right now. Gorgeous is in trouble, and Gorgeous, he does have the immortality. And he has teammates around him as well. Super Saiyan comes in with a kill. And Gorgeous mutants back. Immortality still active. Not going to be a problem for him. He can come back easily. And even Yums gets his first kill. And now with 4 players for the side of RSG currently down, minions are in. This is definitely going to be Yoodo Red Giants taking game 1 out of this best of 3 series.
Poised and in total control, Yoodo Red Giants have been able